Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. First of all, I want to wish you a happy new year. I hope that you're all well and healthy, and today I want to tell you how to set yourself goals for 2021 and how to make sure that you will actually achieve them. So if you are interested in videos like that, then make sure to keep on watching, and it is really important that you watch this video all the way up until the end, because all of the steps that I'm going to talk you through will add up, and by the end of the video you will know exactly what you need to do that you will achieve all your goals and everything that you want in 2021. In order to ensure that you will achieve every single thing that you set yourself for 2021, I broke everything down into 5 categories which I'm going to navigate you through. If you are new here today, then make sure to subscribe to my channel. I am Anna and I usually post fashion and styling videos every Monday and mostly also on Fridays. So let's get started with today's video. Okay, so the first thing that you actually need to do is to review your year, and that is actually very important, especially this year, because I think 2020 has been really challenging for all of us. A lot of us have been complaining about lockdown, about not being able to do the things that we would normally do, and a lot of us were also bored because we didn't know really what to do in lockdown. Now there were those people who got like really motivated and started their own business, started doing anything they normally wouldn't while working from home, and other ones were just like bored watching Netflix all day on the couch. And to be honest, what type of person were you? So you should definitely review your year, make sure to grab your old goal list from 2020 and see did you achieve your goals last year, and if not, what were your biggest achievements? Maybe you achieved something that wasn't really considered as a goal, and you should just consider everything that you have achieved last year, and if you didn't achieve anything, then tell me why. Like really go into yourself and consider what happened that didn't make you achieve this goal. And I don't think that not having spare time on our hands is going to be a valid excuse for 2020. So even if you have a different excuse to why you didn't achieve anything, make sure you note that down and don't just say, oh, I didn't have time to achieve my goals, because that's just not a good excuse for any. So I want to know, what did you achieve last year? What were your goals that you didn't achieve? And if you didn't achieve them, then please tell me why you did not achieve them. Step number 2 is going to be declutter your life before you set yourself new goals. So I have 3 steps of decluttering. First one would be, you need to have a clean mind before you set yourself any new goals. So the first thing that I would suggest is the digital declutter. We spend so much time on our phones, on our laptops, computers, tablets, whatever it is. We just spend so much time in front of digital devices that if they are cluttered, our mind will be cluttered. So the first thing I would say is to look at your desktop. Is it still clean? Are there files that you don't use? And if so, then just shove them away. Make sure you have a structured space in your digital items, and then also go into your social media accounts. For example, you spend a lot of time in a day there, and you could, for example, go to your page and just go through the people that you follow and still ask yourself, do I want to follow them, or do I just follow them out of habit or because I'm used to see their posts? But if they don't bring any value into your life, and then just unfollow those people that don't bring any value to your life anymore. You could also go ahead and download yourself apps to organize your phone, to organize your life, to maybe write to-do lists, to set yourself a screen timer. If you don't want to spend so much time on your digital devices anymore, then that's a really good thing. Also, make sure you won't have the same problems that you did last year while having to find your passwords, your storage being full. So clean yourself, all of that. You can buy yourself like cache cleaning programs that will just scan your laptop or anything for expired data that you're not using anymore. Set yourself a password manager and manage all your passwords in there. Then you can also go through all of your subscriptions, your bills. Do you really need Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, whatever it is out there on the market? Do you need all of that, or can you save yourself some money by deleting some of those subscriptions that you don't really need anymore? Also go through all of your apps. Are there still any paid apps that you don't really use anymore? Then go through that and just delete it, because you don't need that clutter. So step number 2 for decluttering would be a space declutter, and that actually means that you just declutter your home, and that is the most basic way of decluttering. Everything in your home deserves a home. So if you have items that you never really know where to put, and you just chop anywhere, you throw it somewhere, and you never really know where they are. For example, charging cables are always a good example. Do you have a proper space to put all of them? And if not, then dedicate a space. Maybe you can buy some beautiful storage containers, baskets to put all of these things and to always have them nice, tidy, and organized. Also, if you find something that you don't use, then really just be ruthless. Throw that stuff away, and if you realize then that you really miss anything, then make a list. And I don't say go out and buy everything that's on your list. I just say make a list that really tells you what you need, what's maybe missing in your life. If you have things that have a dedicated purpose but they're just not that pretty, or they're a little bit worn and torn, for example with clothes, then write that down on a list and just have an inventory of what you have and what you need and what you want to replace. Step number 3 would be to have a deep clean, and I think it's good to have that after you have decluttered anything, because why would you clean anything that you don't need anymore? So now that you actually have less stuff, it will be easier for you to clean everything that is still left. So you can go ahead and, you know, clean your shelves, your fridge. I did that just before Christmas and it's literally life-changing. Every time I open it now, everything is just clean and nicely organized and it's looking all pretty and fresh. So really clean everything, go over your desk and maybe watch my how I decluttered my makeup as a little inspiration of how I would personally do that. But having a deep clean will just free your mind and you will not be cluttered in your mind, in your home or anywhere, and you can really focus and concentrate yourself on setting new goals. Okay, so category number 2 that we want to attack is to set, plan, and take action. And that is actually the fun part of everything, because you're going to really set yourself goals for 2021 and really reflect the new year, what you want from the new year. So the first thing I would suggest is to set a theme. Maybe you want a theme of growth, of self-confidence, of productivity, whatever it is that you want to achieve, and you should set yourself a theme of it or a motto. Like, what is your 2021 to look like? Are you going to gain a lot of confidence? Do you want to mentally grow? Do you want to achieve a certain thing in your career? Set a motto, and then everything else is going to fall under that motto. Step number 2 for that category is going to be pick habits and things that you will actually do in order to achieve that motto of year. So for example, if you set yourself of 2021 being the year of self-care, now is the time to really think about how will you achieve that. And for example, you could go ahead and write healthy grocery lists to ensure that you're always eating healthy. You could also start journaling if you find that that is something that helps your mind and your headspace a lot. You could try out new hobbies that you think will improve that. You could set yourself a daily timer of, for example, 1 hour spending outside, maybe doing a walk. I think during your lockdown, that is a really important goal we should all set ourselves. But just think about what can you actually do every single day or on a weekly basis that will ensure yourself of taking care of yourself, which is your motto for 2021. Just an example. So what I want to say is that you should really focus on small habits that you can attack and that you can change, rather than writing down overwhelming goals. For example, you could write down, I want to be healthy in 2021, but how many of us write that down every single year and don't really achieve anything? I think it's a lot. So what we want to do is write a small habit. For example, taking a water bottle wherever we want to go. If our goal is to be more healthy and to drink more, and if you struggle with that. For example, I always fill up my water bottle whether I go to bed, whether I go to the kitchen, whether I set myself down at a desk, whether I go for a walk. I always have a water bottle with me. And it's just that habit of always having it. Whenever you sit down, whenever you want to work, always have a full glass of water and a water bottle with you, because that way you will be reminded of drinking. Because sometimes even if we sit down and we want to be really productive, we will be too lazy to get up, or maybe we're in a Zoom meeting and we just can't go ahead and grab ourselves water, and when it's just there it will be more handy and we will automatically be reminded of using it. Another thing you could do is to prioritize healthy food. Personally, I don't really struggle with eating healthy, but I struggle with not over snacking at night. So something that you could set yourself is not to say, okay, I'm not going to snack in the evening anymore, because let's be honest, we will. What you could do instead is to say, okay, I will brush my teeth right after dinner so that I'm not that likely to snack in the evening. And if I do, it will be a choice that I then make to say, okay, I will have to brush my teeth another time today. but we will not be as likely to do so. We will maybe drink more water or just tea in the evening, but we won't really eat anything anymore. So that's a goal you could set yourself. Also, for example, a lot of people set themselves a goal of, I want to read more, but we end up never really doing, or we buy a book in January and then read it in February and that's it for the year. Set yourself a goal of when you want to read. Maybe you want to read right before bed. Then place your book on your pillow, and really actively on your pillow, not your bedside table, because if it's on your pillow, you do need to have to pick it up in order to go to bed that day. So a good way of ensuring that you're going to read it is if you already have it in your hand. So place it somewhere where you actually have to pick it up, or maybe place it on your kitchen table, so that way every time you're having lunch you can pick up your book and read in it, rather than spending that time on your screen. So think of small habits that you can do rather than overwhelming goals. You can set those goals wherever you want them. You can write them down in a little journaling book. You could also do an Excel spreadsheet. You can put it on your laptop, on your screen. You can even have a screensaver that's saying all of your little goals that you want to achieve. So you will always be reminded of that. So do it in a way that works personally for you. I know that there are a lot of videos saying, take a notebook, take a sheet of paper and write it down. But for example, I know that I'm just not the type of person, and I'm way more the digital type of person. So for me personally, it would be easier to just write it down in an Excel sheet or to keep it on my desktop as a picture. Just find out what works for you. Step number 4 is to have a live admin day, or to have a get shit done day, whatever you want to call it. And that basically is a day that you will fill up with things that you were procrastinating before. For example, you will book appointments that you have been procrastinating, maybe your checkup at the dentist, any other checkups you need to do, just any appointments that you have been procrastinating, do them now. Then also you can go through all of your subscriptions to your bills and make sure you pay everything that is still due to pay. You can make sure to cancel any subscriptions that you don't need anymore, and to really just do all the things that you don't want to do. Just get them out of the way so that you will have a good start of the year. You will already feel like you have achieved the biggest thing. You will just feel different because you have been doing things that you wouldn't have done any otherwise. So I think it's a really good idea to have a live admin day, because it will just free your headspace and you will be so free of achieving new goals, new things that you have not been thinking about before, and you will just have all of that administration stuff out of the way. Another thing you could do is to create schedules, for example, what you want to do each week. Also, you could, go ahead and revisit the things that you have been decluttering and just make sure that you sell everything online, take pictures of everything. Maybe if you have the goal of being more stylish, then you could also already take outfit pictures and save them in the folder so that you have just all of those things done. Also, replacing broken light bulbs or any shelves or anything in your home that needs a handyman, a handiwork. If you just need to do anything, maybe the closure of a window doesn't work that well anymore, get those things out of the way so that you won't be annoyed by them in 2021. And category number 5 that we want to attack in order to achieve all of our goals is to have a favorite things day. And personally, I would suggest set that day after your live admin day, so you have one day where you just tackle everything that you don't want to tackle, and then you're going to treat yourself for it the day afterwards. So it's a day to look forward to kickstart the year with something positive and fun. Order your favorite food, watch your favorite movies, do your favorite hobby, whatever that is. Just spend your day treating yourself, and I think that is such a cool thing. We always do stuff like that on a birthday or special occasions, but why not just create a special occasion to kickstart a new year? I think that's such a cool idea, and it's really motivating and refreshing, and after that, you will just be in such a good mood and you will start to work on your goals. So if you go through all of those 5 categories and you do each step of which I have talked you through, and you just define that for your person, for your personality, what you really want to achieve this year, then I think you're off to a really good start, and there's really nothing happening in this year that you cannot control anymore. So I hope this video was helpful to you. Let me know what your New Year's resolutions for 2021 are, and then I will say see you next time. Bye!